Welcome to Zone 6 Picks, your go-to source for daily sports betting predictions, expert insights, and free picks across the biggest games in the NBA, WNBA, NFL, NCAA, and more. We specialize in delivering accurate, research-backed betting content with no subscriptions, no hidden fees, just straightforward betting advice you can trust. Before we begin, a quick shout-out from my partner Zone 6.
What's up, family? Thanks for tapping in with Zone 6 Picks, where we drop game picks every single day. Straight free picks, no pay for play. If you like winning, this is the zone you need to be in, Zone 6. Just show the channel some love, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring that bell so you don't never miss a money play. Let's eat.
Let's jump into the WNBA slate for July 10th, with a laser focus on the Western Conference showdown. The Minnesota Lynx versus the Los Angeles Sparks. Tip-off goes down at 3 p.m. Pacific out in LA, and this one comes with a spicy betting edge. The Minnesota Lynx roll into Crypto.com. Arena sitting pretty at 17-3 overall, but they're coming off a rare loss. Still, when they take an L, they bounce back hard, having won 5 straight games following a loss this season. Meanwhile, the Sparks are limping through the season at 6-13, and things aren't getting easier. They've gone just 7-11 and won against the spread, and without Cameron Brink anchoring the paint, this defense continues to slide. Let's talk numbers. Over their last 5 games, Minnesota's rocking a plus 13.0 net rating, fueled by an elite defense at 94.3 defensive rating and crisp ball movement. Their effective field goal percentage is 52.9, and they dominate pace-controlled matchups. Flip that in the Sparks. They've got a minus 5.4 net rating, and their defense is giving up a whopping 111.1 points per 100 possessions. They're turning the ball over at a 19% clip, and can't keep up with teams that execute in the half-court. Exactly what the Lynx specialize in. Cameron Brink's status is still uncertain, and that's massive. She's their defensive anchor, and without her, the Sparks lose rim protection, rebounding, and interior scoring. The Lynx are on a tough stretch, 4 games in 6 days, and on the second night of a back-to-back. But historically, that hasn't slowed them down. The betting markets noticed too. The spread opened at minus 3.5 for Minnesota, and ballooned up to minus 6.5. That's sharp money and public money aligning 70% of bets, and 97% of the money are backing the Lynx. With the Lynx's consistency, elite metrics, and bounce-back history after losses, they're primed to cover. Don't let the road fatigue scare you off. This is a fade the Sparks spot through and through. Pick Minnesota Lynx minus 6.5, with a projected score of Lynx 85 and Sparks 72. Now let's tap in with a primetime WNBA showdown out in DC. The Las Vegas Aces roll into the nation's capital to face the Washington Mystics in what might be one of the most pivotal games of the day. The spread sitting at minus 2.5 in favor of the Mystics, and with the Aces banged up and limping through the end of a long road trip, we might be looking at a tough spot for Vegas. Let's start with the big news. A'ja Wilson is on the injury report. She's dealing with a wrist issue, and early signs suggest she might not suit up. That alone is a massive blow to an already shaky Vegas team that's lost 3 of its last 4, and is just 9-10 on the season. Even with her in, this team's been underperforming, and without her, that's a whole different story. Now let's flip it to the Mystics. They're also 9-10, but don't let that record fool you. They're 3-0 in their last 3 home games, and they've been building momentum. They're finally settling into a groove with Brittany Sykes, Shakira Austin, and the rookie Kiki Iriafen stepping up big. And tonight they've got home court, fresher legs, and confidence. The numbers don't lie. Over the last 5 games, the Aces have a net rating of minus 6.9, with one of the worst defensive ratings in the league at 105.7. Their offensive flow is clunky, just a 48.6 effective field goal percentage, and they're coughing the ball up at an 18.7% turnover rate. Meanwhile, Washington's rocking a better defensive profile, a 99.3 defensive rating, and they're dominating the boards with a 51% rebound rate. This is also the final game of a grueling 5-game road trip for Vegas, while Washington's sitting comfy on their home floor for the 2nd straight game. That travel fatigue is real, especially without your MVP on the floor. The market's been adjusting. The line opened with Washington at minus 1.5 and quickly moved to minus 2.5. That's a strong indicator of sharp money backing the Mystics. And get this, while only 50% of bets are on DC, nearly 90% of the money is behind them. That's pro money, not public, and the totals dropped to 0.2, suggesting a slower-paced, grind-it-out type of game. with Wilson likely sidelined, a tired Aces squad on the road, and a hot Mystics team protecting home court. The play here is clear. Final score prediction: Washington Mystics 86, Las Vegas Aces 81. We're riding with the Mystics to cover the minus 2.5 spread. Now let's recap. We're locking in Minnesota minus 6.5 as the Lynx look to bounce back strong against a struggling Sparks squad missing key defense. With elite metrics and sharp money lining up, it's a clear fade LA spot. And out in DC, we're backing Washington minus 2.5 as the Mystics ride momentum at home against a worn-down Aces team likely missing a Ja Wilson. With sharp money and fresh legs on their side, DC holds the edge. Lines can move, so always shop around and lock it in early. Yo, appreciate you tapping in with Zone 6 picks. Real recognize real. If you got value from this drop, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to ring that bell so you never miss a money play. Thank you for watching. We locked in daily. Straight dubs only. Catch you in the next one.